Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a deadlift day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. Be greatly appreciated. We had a good workout today, and kind of what I mentioned the other day, I think I'm going to rotate over to rotating my week to where I go squat day, bench day, then deadlift day, then overhead press day. Just finish off with the press day, and it'll be my easiest day of the week. And a lot of that has to do with looking at meet prep, looking at the fact that the only reason I like to bench before I squat is my hamstrings cramp if I did hamstring work the day before, but I don't do hamstring work on my squat day anymore. So who cares? I can save all the hamstring work for deadlift day, right? We're fine. It'll work out good. So that means today I went ahead, instead of doing press day, I did deadlift, and then I'll switch the press day to tomorrow. Real happy with today's work. Again, like I said, I'm bringing the training maxes down. Like I said, we're going to work off of 495, 315, and 585 for training maxes. Yes, I know that's conservative. But that meant 497 is what I was supposed to do. I've rounded it to 500. Clients, do not do this. I will yell at you. 500, I got 11 reps. 10 good reps. The 11th rep was a little grindy. To be fair, I did not leave a rep in reserve. Okay, I want to point that out. I usually tell my lifters, leave a rep in reserve. You guys normally say, man, it looks like you left a few reps in reserve. Today I did not. These 11 reps were a true 11 rep max. I do not think I had a 12th rep. When I did the 10th rep, I was debating in my head if I could even do the 11th. I went ahead and went for it because it got down there. I took a breath and said, okay, I can do this. But look at that. See that little bit of hitching at the top? Okay, that hitching, that's not meet legal. That would be red lighted in competition. So I had 10 clean reps. I want to point that out. A few people have said, man, that's insane. 500 for 11. Apparently there's some guy out there who tries to clown me or make videos about me, this is what I've heard, who hitches 500 for a max with straps. That tells me everything I need to know about that person without watching any of their videos. What more is there to say? Right? They clearly don't know anything about training. They certainly are not in a position to criticize me or my coaching services or my lifting. It's that simple, right? All right. Next, we did my assistance work with boring but big. On these, I tried to stay tight. I went ahead and reset at the bottom, but notice I just stayed tight. Pulled them almost as a stiff leg deadlift. I maintained tension. We reset, but we didn't do the full hip drop and everything again. So we came to a pause. I just maintained hamstring tightness for tension. I figured let's just get some good posterior chain hypertrophy out of this. These are at 50%. I'll go 55, I think 60 for this wave on the big but boring. All right. Some people will be like, man, when are you going to switch back over to some of the fives? I will. Right now I need to focus on the body composition. And I think at my stage in the game, the boring but strong could be a little bit much. I'm not going to be able to do assistance work with it. And that's the thing I'm realizing with something like boring but strong. If you do that, you're going to get like one assistance exercise. If I ran that template, I'm almost going to have to go to just pull-ups and ab work, and that's it. And my big four lifts. I don't want to quite do that. So when I get done with the big but boring, I may go back over to first set last. And I may run first set last with something like fives progression, fives pro. Right now, though, we're just going to run 5-3-1 plus sets. We're going to do boring but big. I'm going to do 3 supplemental lifts, I think, per workout. 2 of them are going to be pull-ups and hanging leg raises every workout. The other will be specific to the lift. Right? So what do we see today? What is specific to my deadlift? My hamstrings. So what do we do? Glute ham raise. Arguably the best hamstring builder. I don't like that idea, by the way. I don't like that term. Best exercise. You guys know how I feel about that. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth because it's hard to justify that sort of sentence. But the glute ham raise is so good that it's definitely, arguably, the best for the hamstrings. At least for my hamstrings. Pull-ups today, these were just crappy. After deadlifting, after that 500 for 11 deadlift, I'm not going to lie, my back was not feeling great. Doing these pull-ups at all was hard. But here's the thing, we're just going to accumulate volume on pull-ups every week. So even when I'm tired, I need to be able to do 5x10 wide grip pull-ups like this, even to, to where they're not that great, even on days where I did an all-out deadlift AMRAP. It's much easier on a bench press day, right? On a bench press day, you come in and do these, it's like cakewalk, bam, bam, bam. They just knock them out. Just knock them out. And of course, there's always people who are like, oh, we don't like your range of motion on pull-ups. You know what? Listening to those people is how I've got shoulder impingements in the past with the ring pull-ups and stuff. And I quite frankly don't care. Let's come back over to the point. Look at, you guys have seen my back shirtless. Look at that last shirtless deadlift I did. Everyone's like, Jesus, your back. Okay. Clearly I'm doing something right for my back training, and everyone hates on my back work for some reason, and it's like, it can't be that bad. And the other thing that comes over to, are we not applying mechanical tension? I'm over 200 pounds, guys. For me to do 200 pull-ups every week, I do 5x10 every workout. Even if you don't like my range of motion, that's an enormous amount of tension on my lats, mid traps, lower traps, rear delts, biceps, grip. That's a lot of mechanical tension being applied. It adds up, it accumulates. So I don't really care at a certain point. I'm not swinging on them, at least. And you know what? My back gets lit up. I deadlift well past 600. I have big back. Quit crying about it, guys. It clearly is working. So those of you who do some of this stuff different, I would ask you, how's it working? How is your back development and your deadlift and everything else compared to mine? And I'm 45 years old. I'm an old guy. How about some of my lifters? Some of my lifters who have been coaching a while. Look at some of them. I'm not talking about my novices. Okay, we're going to have more advanced lifters coming up in the vlog where you guys have seen guys like Louie and stuff. Come on. How do you compare with those guys? Well, maybe your methods aren't that good. Just putting it out there. But at a certain point, it's just about accumulating the workload. I just want to get really, really, really good at pull-ups. Okay, that's it. They feel great on my shoulder. My shoulders feel so good from wide grip pull-ups in that external rotation. They hammer my lats, they hammer my grip, they hammer my arms. I'm just going to do them all. I'm going to live on them, do tons of them. I will rotate through maybe some variations later on, but I just want to get real good at pull-ups and just accumulate workload on them. And that's the main thing with some of this stuff, guys, is accumulating the workload in a way that you can recover. Glute ham raises, though. Let's get over and talk about these. I mean, let's talk about deadlift building. All right, in addition to the deadlifting itself, glute ham raises, pull-ups. Are we not working all the muscles of the deadlift? Yeah. You know, a lot of people have also said your low back work doesn't seem as much as it used to be. I don't need it. My low back is so strong and developed from all the stuff that I've done that it maintains and seems to do fine just from the volume pulling now. But also keeping in mind all the volume squatting, the goblet squats, all that stuff accumulates. Even this adds back work because I do come all the way down. Right, I go all the way down at the bottom. My low back is just not a weak link at all. Right? It's not a weak link. And we can argue that it's reinforced by working the whole core. And I'm doing all those hanging leg raises. Doing on camera 14 to 15 sets of the tota bars every week. And again, with my leg size, keep in mind the resistance involved. I have big legs. It's not like the skinny guys doing them. I'm doing all those pull-ups. I'm doing 200 pull-ups a week. Like, we're getting an enormous amount of ab work that reinforces the low back and the core stability, you know. Plus, so many of my exercises are standing. I mean, do we really want to say that the standing presses, the goblet squats, all that's not contributing further? So the core in general, it's all getting very, very well trained. In fact, it's probably, in terms of total work sets, my whole core probably gets more than anything else in my body right now. So, you know, again, I don't need the extra low back stuff. I might add the reverse hypers back in eventually. And that's come up to people like, you have all these machines and things that you've invested in and don't use them. So what? I have them. They're assets. They're still here. I'm going to do what I think are the best tools at any given time. And of course, we finished up with 3 sets of hanging leg raises like we do at the end of each workout. These were hard today, though. Deadlifting is the hardest on my abs. I always feel my abs almost cramping when I deadlift now for serious sets. Like, my abs feel it. So they're super fatigued by the time we get to something like this. You know, which again tells me something. Either my abs are working very, very hard, or I need stronger abs. I need to keep doing all this stuff, because maybe it's going to be what helps bring my deadlift up the next tier. Stronger abs, stronger core. Keep doing it all. But I'm very, very happy with today's workout. Good workout. Very happy with the end of it. Very happy with that peak set. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.